Good afternoon, everyone. So, a lot of my subscribers have been asking me to do a podcast on the Boston Celtics. I guess people know that I'm a big Celtics fan, and so I'm going to give that a shot. Um, there's been a lot going on with the Celtics. It really started with the big blow to Jason Tatum rupturing his Achilles in the playoffs against the Knicks. That was painful to watch. You've clearly really hurt him, and now going forward, it looks like the Celtics are not going to be that great for this upcoming season. So they've already made two trades to cut salary. Drew Holiday went to Portland for Anthony Simons, which I think was a great trade. In that Holiday's a great guy and a great player, but he's now kind of past the timeline the Celtics are on with his age, and Simons has the potential to be almost like an offensive version of Drew Holiday, where he's like a very good offensive player, not so good at defense. But he's a lot younger. He's only under contract for one more year, so they can take a look at him and either let him go afterwards, or if they really like him and if he really contributes to winning, they can re-sign him. And then then not Kelly Olynyk, then Kristaps Porzingis was traded to the Atlanta Hawks for Georges Niang, which is like just a salary dumping trade. Um, but looking forward to the draft, what I'm hearing is that the Celtics are in talks with the Lakers to basically acquire Dalton Knecht for Baylor Shireman and the 28th pick in the draft. And there might be other salaries thrown into to make it match and work with a collective bargaining agreement. But basically, the Lakers would kind of be slitting Dalton Knecht into a lesser player, Baylor Shireman, although his kind of showtime passing would work well in LA. And they would do that to get the 28th pick so they can draft a center like Calec Brenner or Reynaud or perhaps even Wolf if he drops that far. Um, for the Celtics, they would kind of upgrade Shireman to Dalton Knecht. He could possibly be the starting two guard going forward, or at least a very good shooting role player off the bench. Um, and so what I'm kind of, I don't know if that will happen or not. And it really isn't a rumor I'm hearing. It's something that I kind of thought up on my own. But it sounds better to say that it's a trade rumor, something they're discussing. Um, but what I'm thinking with the 28th pick, I think they might be looking at Calec Brenner or Drake Powell, and maybe the other one at 32 if they don't get him, or other players. So the Celtics are probably going to take a step back this year, but they're kind of reformulating the roster for the long term. And of course, there are big trade rumors about Derek White and Jaylen Brown. I think trading Derek White would be a terrible mistake. I think he's like the point guard now, the leader of the team now that Drew Holiday's gone. He's a big part of the culture now. And I think Jaylen Brown, I think he had an off year because of his knee injuries. I think he'll be a lot better. And so you really only trade him if you get like just a blockbuster package that you can't refuse.